Day 3, Caloundra Music Festival 2019. Resin Dogs were on when I turned up. The rhythm section was absolutely chugging. Lifting people off their feet. So much excitement on the stage. And a unique sound. And the right band to have on the main stage. John Cleary and the Absolute Monster Gentlemen, was it them? I don't have great knowledge of anything, but I thought Hall & Oates, that's what I thought. A bunch of fantastic musicians and an accomplished guitarist and a great singer. How do people do that? Life's great mysteries. On the list for me to watch the festival was the SuperJesus, and not only was I not disappointed, I was pleasantly surprised at how great they were. A couple of marshals there, the SG. Sarah McLeod's guitar work is exemplary, great rhythm guitarist. Great personality, too, a bit cheeky, very strong voice. Solid. You couldn't ask for a more solid rhythm section. I was swapping out the gold top there for a Stratocaster with the Damasio humbucker and the single coil slot. Played all the hits, of course, and I think they enjoyed. I got a great vibe from one of their new songs, which Sarah McLeod introduced. Tongue-in-cheek, again, saying it was about the false moon landings, they being an actual film shot by Stanley Kubrick on the set of 2001. Very funny, but it was a monster rock song. There's some beautiful riffs that they've concocted. Great bass guitar strap. Very funny. So, lifted it off the page. The old SuperJesus. Is this Tim Gaze and the outro? There's too many great bands going on at the same time at the festival. Very smooth sounding band, this one, and they're great. I don't have enough words in my vocab to describe how good they were. Turquoise, again, a monster outfit. Very easy to look at, just great vibe, always very high energy. Thoroughly recommended. I had seen Regurgitator in the past, saw him again, of course, and I love their video work, aside from being a great band, having a great sound, the video work, I'm pretty sure it's done by themselves, but it complements the music so well. Too much of this live video projected on the big screen is overbearing. They've mastered it. They really have mastered their stage presence. Now, I'm not sure who this was down at the sandbar, but they're bloody awesome. There's too much good stuff going on. Is that a Canon Cine 18-80 lens there? Yeah, Baby Animals. I want to see this band for a long time. Missed them on another occasion a few years ago. Again, didn't disappoint. It's quite amazing how much of a presence Susie Demachi has, with a voice and a stage presence. And what a unique voice too. It really is something special. Dave Leslie, bit of a tone hunter. His custom, I think Sydney-made guitar there. Really pickups. He's got a crate. I looked on the Google, a crate solid state amp. I think they're running possibly into the FX Sleep of the Marshall head. I'm not sure. But they are really rhythmically quite a complex band. In addition to their awesome rock riffing, their guitar riffing, rhythmically they're quite tricky. But they don't lose the 4/4 beat. They just, they give it something special. Okay, I told you I had a limited vocab. she is amazing. Again, the crowd started moving quite a bit, so I couldn't focus any of my photos, and I stopped taking them after a while. That bassist made the best use of the Ampeg rig. I found the Ampeg to be quite overbearing at the end of the festival. It's too fat. There's not enough character in the sound. Great for some... NPG, geez. They finished with Purple Rain, and geez, not a dry eye in the house, I think, particularly during the guitar solo. This lot, I'm not sure who this was, but it's amazing how great a brass band can sound. How much energy they can work up with an audience. The bass riffs, I saw it with Bullhorn earlier in the festival, and with this lot last night, Sunday night. That bass is super fat, you know. It betters a fat synth bass, equal to analog synth bass. Now these chaps, okay, look, the program. You print the colour program out, it doesn't fit on an A4 sheet, so I don't know who this is. Maestros, again, that guy was playing bass with his feet, some sort of foot pedal thing. They played cover of Long Way to the Top. He played the Scottish bagpipes with the harmonica bit. Cat Empire, not shy of an audience member there. Very powerful, very accomplished band. Yeah, so class act there. Bad Dad Orchestra. Now, the interesting thing I noticed was such a different vibe between a band that probably doesn't play as much as, you know, a full-time professional band, but there's something unique about their vibe. There's a thorough enjoyment that comes through their music. The mix was, I don't know, it's because there wasn't, you know, a swathe of bodies in there to soak up the sound, but the mix seemed really nice, really clear. The Vox guitar amp and something unique about it. Good night anyway. So I'll be back tomorrow.